I never expected my life to explode at my sister's wedding. The ballroom was glowing with lights, champagne glasses clinking, guests laughing, music floating through the air. My sister Emma looked perfect in her white dress. And then my parents decided to humiliate me, right there, in front of everyone. You see, 5 years earlier, I had bought a penthouse in Chicago. I worked day and night building a tech startup. It was my dream, my sacrifice, my reward. But my parents never cared about that. They cared about my sister. When the speeches ended, my father grabbed the microphone. Before dinner, he said, smiling, "Our daughter has something to give the new couple." I frowned. I had no idea what he was talking about. My mother stepped forward and whispered loudly enough for everyone to hear, "Tell them about the penthouse." The room went silent. My stomach dropped. My father continued, "He's transferring his penthouse to Emma and her husband tonight. A wedding gift." Guests started clapping. My sister looked surprised, but not shocked, which meant she knew. I walked up slowly. "That's not happening," I said. The music stopped. My mother's face twisted with anger. "Don't embarrass us," she hissed. "I'm not giving away my home." Before I could finish smack, my mother slapped me. Hard, right there in front of 200 guests. "Don't be selfish," she shouted. "Your sister deserves it more than you." Everyone stared, some shocked, some uncomfortable. My sister avoided my eyes. I could feel the burn on my cheek, but I didn't cry. Instead, I smiled, because they had just made the biggest mistake of their lives. I walked back to the microphone. "If you want the truth," I said calmly, "let's tell the whole story." My father froze. "What are you doing?" he whispered. I pulled out my phone. 5 years earlier, when my parents kept pressuring me to give my apartment to Emma, I started recording our conversations. Every demand, every threat, every lie. And tonight, I had brought speakers. I pressed play. My father's voice filled the ballroom. "Emma needs the penthouse. Her husband's business is failing." Then my mother's voice, "If you don't transfer it, we'll tell the family you stole money from us." Gasps filled the room. The recording continued. Another clip, my sister's voice this time. "Just pressure him. He'll give in, like always." The room went dead silent. My sister's new husband looked at her in shock. Guests started whispering. My parents turned pale. I paused the audio. "For 5 years," I said, "my family tried to manipulate me into giving away everything I worked for." I looked directly at my sister. "You never asked. You just expected it." Her husband slowly stepped away from her. "You told me that Penthouse was already yours," he said. She had no answer. My father tried grabbing the microphone, turned that off, but it was too late. Everyone had heard the truth. I stepped off the stage and walked toward the exit. My mother shouted behind me, "You're destroying this family." I turned back one last time. "No," I said calmly. "You did that yourselves." And then I left the wedding. 3 weeks later, things got interesting. My sister's husband filed for divorce after learning about the lies and debt she hid from him. My parents called me every day begging me to fix things. I didn't answer. Instead, I sold the penthouse and moved to New York to expand my company. 6 months later, my startup was worth 8 figures. Sometimes people ask me if I regret exposing them that night. I don't, because that slap, it didn't break me. It set me free.